All
right.
What is
So hi, good evening, Phuc. Welcome to our class, LMS BAP AK3B. Again, for this evening, we are going to continue the topic that we're discussing, which is about Unit 8 Art Supplies. Okay, so from last time, we were able to talk about grammar. And in this case, right here, we were able to talk about the use of some and any. But before that, as you can see, we were able to highlight, right? Because the topic that we're highlighting in this lesson is grammar. We focus on the simple past. Is it kwakudon? Right? So in here, was is the past tense of is for singular, and were is the past tense of are. All right, so new. All right. So also from last time, we were able to tackle the difference between some and any. Some and any are both used for plural form, so new, but they have a different function. We use some for affirmative or passive sentences, while on the other hand, we use any for negative sentence and interrogative. All right, or simply the question form. Okay, so before we proceed into this, what are the new vocabulary words from last time? We have, kindly read the following words: magazines,
magazine?
magazines,
Magazines.
posters,
Poster.
posters, pencil sharpeners,
Pencil sharpeners.
paint brushes,
Pencils.
glue
Glue
sticks,
stick. Cherry.
scissors.
Yeah. Caesar.
All right, so how about if we're going to move into this? So, number one, of course, our objects for numbers one and two is the table. How can you make a sentence for number one?
There was some magazine on the table.
Very good. How about in number two?
Uh,
Negative?
there were any magazine
Mm?
on
Any?
the
What's this? There weren't any
poster or store.
posters on the
Posters on the table.
excellent
On the
on the table. Yeah, there weren't any posters on the table, right? Because it's on the chair. How about numbers 3 and 4? The object that we're highlighting is the desk. All right, so please make a sentence.
there were some pencil sharpener
Pencil
on
sharpeners
the
on the
sharpeners on the deck
desk.
desk.
Desk. All right, how about this? There weren't any
There were any uh
paint
sh-
paintbrushes
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 on the
paintbrushes on the
on the desk.
desk.
All right. So how about this? The highlights, the object that we are highlighting is the chair. How can you make a sentence for number five?
The
There
weather
were
glue stick.
there were some glue
Um,
sticks
there
on.
were some glue stick on the chair.
All right. How about in number six?
Uh, the wasn't any street
There weren't any
chair
C
Caesar
scissors
on the chair.
on the chair. Okay, so we're just reviewing. We already did this last time. How about if we move into yes or no with short answer? So number one is already done for both of us. Can you read it for me?
Were there any magazine on the table?
All right. Were there any magazines on the table?
Yes. there were.
All right. How about in number 2? How can you make a question? Were there
Uh,
any
uh,
were there
computer,
any
computer
scissors
on
on the
copper
computer?
computer.
Were there any scissors on the computer?
No, there wasn't.
No, there weren't. Okay, number 3. Were there any
Table.
were there
There
any
were any
were question form. Were there
paintbrushes
any paintbrushes?
on the table.
Mm,
Yes, there were.
yes, there were. How about in number 4? Were there
There
any
were any blue stick
glue
on the chair.
sticks? Glue sticks on the chair.
Uh, no, there wasn't.
Mm. How about in
Mm,
number 5? Were there any
were there any magazine on the wall?
posters
Posters
on
on
the
the wall.
wall?
Yes, there were.
All right. How about in number 6? Were there any
Were there any uh glue uh or
pencil
sharpeners
pencil sharpeners? Were there any pencil sharpeners on
on the
the
desk?
desk?
Yes, there were.
Yes, there were. Okay, so that's it for that one. Moving into what we had, what we're going to tackle for tonight, actually, we are going to move into lesson 4. As you can see, we already talked about this. We already tackle regarding the story. All right. So we already done this from last time. All right. So are we done on this? I think not yet, right? Not yet? Did we read this already? Not yet. Done?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Please remind me because sometimes I tend to forget. Okay. So here, so what we're going to tackle for tonight is we're going to talk about technology. All right. So I'm lucky because TA translated this to us in advance in my previous class. So let me just copy it for you. So we have here technology. Can you say technology?
Technology.
Tech.
Tech,
Technology.
technology.
All right. Can you say digital?
Ito show.
D. Digital.
Digital.
Digital. All right, Roy. How about with this one? Let's say cell phone,
Cell phone.
laptop.
Laptop.
All right. Okay.
The
Digital TV,
digital TV.
digital
Digital
camera. All right.
camera.
So first, we are going to watch a clip together. I want you to watch first.
Technology is very important today. There are cell phones, laptops, digital TVs, and digital cameras. These are things we use often. But in 1940, there weren't any of these things. There weren't any computers. The first computer was this. Its name is Colossus, and it's from 1943. It's over 70 years old. Colossus was very big and very, very noisy. It was a big calculator. There were lots and lots of buttons on Colossus. They were red, green, yellow, black, and gray. There were many lights too. They were red and white. There wasn't a keyboard. There was a big typewriter. It was on a table with lots of paper. There was a screen, but it was very different. There weren't any words. There were green lines. Were there any laptops in 1943? No, but there was one very big computer.
All right. So now that we were able to watch it, how about if we're going to listen? All right. So we are going to listen into it. And then after that, I want you to read it for teacher. Okay. Are you ready to listen? Ready? All right.
Yes.
78. C. Listen and say. Then listen and read.
There weren't any cell phones in 1940. There were phones like this.
1.
There weren't any cell phones in 1940. Phones were bigger and heavier. There were phones like this.
2.
There weren't any laptops in 1960. Computers were bigger and noisier. There were computers like this.
3.
There weren't any digital TVs in 1955. TVs were smaller. The pictures were in black and white. There were TVs like this.
4.
There weren't any digital cameras in 1915. Cameras were slower and bigger. There were cameras like this.
Page 78.
Okay.
C.
All right. What about you? I want you to read this time. Okay. So with this one, technology. Can you read it for me? Technology. Technology.
Technology.
All right. There weren't any cell phones in 1940. There were phones like this.
There were any phone in wa-
In 1940.
in 1940. There were phones like this.
There weren't any cell phones in 1940. Phones were bigger and heavier. There were phones like this.
There were any the phone in 1940. Phones were bigger and heavy.
Heavier.
Were
Heavier.
heavier. Uh,
There were
were
phones
there were phones like
like
this.
this. All right. Number 2. There weren't any laptops in 1960. Computers were bigger and noisier. There were computers like this.
There were any laptop in 96 year
60.
computer
60
60
computers.
computers were bigger and
Noisier.
noisier, big and noisy.
There were computers.
There were computers like this.
All right. How about number 3? There weren't any digital TVs in 1955. TVs were smaller. The pictures were in black and white. There were TVs like this.
Uh, there wasn't any digital
Digital
digital TV
in
in
19.
15.
5.
15.
In 1955,
In 1955,
TVs
TVs
were
were
smaller
smaller. The pictures were in black and white. There were TVs like this.
Okay, number 4, almost there. You're doing great. There weren't any digital cameras in 1915. Cameras were slower and bigger. There were cameras like this.
There were any digital
Digital.
camera,
Digital.
digital cameras in 1915. Cameras were slower and bigger.
Bigger.
The bigger. There were cameras like this.
Okay, all right. Now, how about we answer the following question? How about here? There were cell phones in 1940. Is it yes or no? There were cell phones in 1940.
Yes.
Okay, the answer here is there cell phones?
Yes. For
The answer
the
is
phone were bigger and
hmm, there were
big.
cell phones in 1940. Is it true? Is it yes or no?
Yes.
The answer is no.
No,
There weren't any. Negative.
there were.
How about number 2?
One.
Computers were bigger and noisier in 1960. Computers
Uh,
were bigger and noisier in 1960.
no.
What's the answer? Computers were bigger and noisier in 1960.
No.
The answer is
No. Yes. Yes.
you're guessing. How about number 3? There were TVs in 1955. There were TVs in 1955.
Mm, yes.
Yes. How about number 4? Cameras were faster and smaller in 1915. Cameras were faster and smaller in 1915.
No.
Sorry?
No.
No, because
Uh,
cameras were
cameras were slower and
slower
bigger.
and
Bigger.
slower and bigger. Okay, excellent. That's a good one. All right. So that's it. So how about if we are going to focus in activity E? All right. Look at letter C and fill in the timeline. All right. What you're going to do is to fill out the missing information from 1915, 1941, 1955, and 1960. So with this one, we're going to highlight the years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want you to choose the answer. Is it computers, TVs, phones, and cameras? Let's start with this one. What do we have in 1915? 1915, what do we have? Computer,
Nineteen.
TV, phone, or camera?
Phones.
1915, what do we have?
Uh, computer.
1950. I already circled it for you.
Cameras.
All you have to do is to read it. Number 2 is 1941.
Phones.
Phones. Next is 1955.
Uh, uh, huh? TVs.
And finally, 1960, we have
Laptop. Computer.
com.
Computer.
All right, so okay. Now, how about if I'm going to ask you, Phuc, what is your favorite technology device? What is your favorite? Do you like the cell phone, the laptop, the digital TV, the iPad? What do you like? What's your favorite technology device? Computer, what do you like?
Oh, wow. Hi.
You
My
think
name is
first. Fukoy, you think first. What's your favorite technology device? What's your favorite gadget? Do you like cell phone, laptop, digital TV, digital camera, iPad,
mm,
computer? What do you like?
uh I like
Mm. What do you
cameras.
camera? What can you do with a camera?
Um
What you can do with this? What
oh
what can you do with a camera? What can you do with a camera, Tony?
oh oh
Did you say camera? Not a cell phone? Not a laptop?
um
Not a computer?
um computer.
My favorite technology device is a
Computer.
computer. Why? What can you do with a computer? In here,
Um in
I
here
can do my.
home so
What can you do? I can do my
homework.
homeworks. I can study online. What else? What can you do with your computer? Play, play online games. What else? Oh, Fukoy, why?
Okay.
Phuc, can you read this for me? Hi, I'm Thanh Phuc. Introduce yourself.
Yes.
Please read.
Hi. I am thankful and sad. The business of is a computer. In her, I
In
can
here,
do my homework.
in here, I
In
can do my
here,
homework, study online.
in here, I can do my homework. Still the online, play online, game, watch videos, and listen to music.
All right, that's it for that one. How about if we move into this one? We're going to go into the listening part. We still have 9 minutes. So with this one, Phuc, I want you to listen and number. Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Page 80. Check up 4. Unit 7 and 8. A. Listen, number, and write. 1,
Laptop.
2,
Lunchbox.
3,
Glue stick.
4,
Coffee shop.
5,
Beach.
6.
Rainy.
Page 80. Check up 4. Unit 7 and 8. A. Listen, number, and write. 1,
Laptop.
2,
Lunchbox.
3,
Glue stick.
4,
Coffee shop.
5,
Beach.
6,
Rainy.
Okay. Teacher.
What is number 1?
1 is laptop.
All right. What letter is the laptop? Letter
The lap
A, B, C, D, E, or F?
F.
Okay. All right. Good. That is correct. Number 2. What is number 2?
Letter A.
Letter A. What's that?
2.
What's that?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox. Excellent. How about number 3?
3 is glue stick. Number E.
Letter. Letter E.
Letter E.
How about in number 4? What is our number 4, please?
4 is letter C.
What is that?
C. A coffee shop.
Next. Number 5.
5 is letter G.
Okay. What's the word?
Beach.
Okay. And letter B. B.
Letter B.
What's that?
Rainy.
Rainy. Okay. Roy. All right. Now, how about in this one? Read and circle the number. Okay. So, how about in here? What do you think is the correct answer? They were or they was? Sorry. Sorry? They
They were
they were at
at the high salon yesterday.
all right. Okay. How about in number 2?
Uh,
There were or there
wasn't.
weren't? Mm.
There
Sorry.
wasn't any
Any
cell phone
in
in what of 1940.
all right. How about number 3?
Uh, uh, the, this is
Hmm?
cloudy
Homqua?
yesterday.
Homqua? It is or it was?
Was
It was. All right. It was cloudy yesterday. Number 4. There was or there were?
Uh,
Mm.
there, there were some magazines on the table.
There were some magazines on the table. Okay, perfect. How about if we move into here? Answer the following based on the photo in right here on the right side. How was the weather yesterday? How was the weather yesterday? How was
Uh,
the weather yesterday?
is
Mm.
uh,
It is or it was? Yesterday. Mm. How was the weather yesterday?
um,
Mm.
there were some
It was sa Fok. We're almost there, Fok. How was the weather yesterday? It was Miklin. Number one, how was the weather yesterday?
is was sunny
It
yesterday.
was sunny yesterday. Very good. How about in number two? All right. Fukoy, where were they yesterday? Where were they yesterday? Picture number two. They were at the
Mm, the words the
mm,
um,
where were they yesterday? They were at the
at the ramble
sorry.
ramble
They were at the what's that place? Amusement.
amusement park.
They were at the amusement park.
Amusement. Amusement park.
All right. They were at the amusement park. Okay. How about in number three? Where was the water bottle? Where was the water bottle?
It, it was water bottle on the table.
It was on the table. Excellent. How about this one, Fook? Were there any paint brushes on the table?
Um,
Were there any paint brushes on the table?
no, there were.
No,
There
there weren't. No, there
is no,
weren't.
there were.
Okay. All right. Very good. So, Fook, you did very well tonight. Congratulations. Fook, for your homework, we're going to have the skills bonus. And for next meeting, we're going to play give the box or keep the box as your unit review. Okay? Roy?
Okay.
Fuck, thank you for hanging in there even though we're struggling with the internet. I appreciate a lot. Thank you for doing that for me. So sadly, it's time for me to say goodbye. That will be all. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, Fuck. See you again. Goodbye.